So let's talk facts on the employee retention credit. If you had W-2 employees in 2020 and 21, you qualify for an overpayment that you paid in on your taxes during 6 quarters of those 2 years. So, a lot of people tell me, their accountant said they didn't qualify. And hey, to the accountants, they're not really involved with the ERC because it's always changing with Congress and everything. And they're so busy, man. Like, they just they don't keep up with that. Okay. And it's not something that they really do. So I tell people, you always consult with your accountant because that's who handles, your money and everything else. I never tell anybody not to consult with their accountant. Now, I will tell them if they want to hear the facts from an expert, they can talk to me because I know it front to back, and I've got a team behind me that knows it front to back. Like, we do the processing, and we don't charge any money up front, and we just see if they're eligible off a questionnaire. And as long as they answer those questions correctly, they can qualify in a few different ways. So the laws changed. If you got the PPP, you can get it, okay? They're just going to retroactively go back, and you can't double dip with it. So with that being said, Illinois averages about 14,000 per employee, okay? You can get up to 26,000. But I've really never seen anybody get that. I see people advertising 26,000, and people, that's just not. I haven't seen it. So, and I've done quite a bit of deals, and so is my team. But anyway, and so when I go into a business and they don't do it because they're afraid of audit issues. Okay, well, first of all, we have an audit support team with attorneys, and as long as you're honest on that questionnaire, we're going to back you up 100%, and we're going to be there for the whole thing, right? But when you pay in your taxes, you're subject to audit for 5 years. The only difference is, and when you get this money, it says overpayment, okay? And it's paid with interest on top of it. Just like if you owed the IRS, you got to pay interest. They give you interest on what, them holding it. So I've seen like $117,000 check go from 117 to 128, okay, somewhere in there. But I've seen $20,000 in interest before. So that's a good thing. But so there's no difference. You're paying out, you're up for audit for 5 years. It's the same thing. They're just paying you in. I mean, so you don't want the money because they're going to give it to you for an overpayment that's your money that can do all kinds of things for you. One thing is help your business get back to where it was. And even if it is back to where it was, all the things that this money brings to your business and value is crazy. I mean, if you think about it, I always tell people this: what if every business that qualified put 10% back into the community? Is there a family in the church that that could use it? But what about your employees? The backbone of your business. What about the morale that it would give them if you spread a lot of it throughout there? It's also going to give you more traction to be more competitive because you've got money to spend on advertising. It's going to offset your payroll. You're going to be able to make payroll with it. There's so many things that you can do with it because there's no lines on what. They don't care what you do with it. You don't have to send any receipts in like the PPP. I mean, it's not tracked. It's your money. Take it. Even if it's not with our company, which is a good one and one of the best. I mean, we are experts. This is all we do, so we know what we're doing. Like, we help you through that process, and we guide you through it to where you're not having to do it alone. Like, I'll help with the docs, getting them together for you and get it sent off. I mean, it's really not a hard thing as long as you've got somebody that knows exactly what they're doing. And the fact of it is we're going to go through that app or that questionnaire, and we're really going to break it down. Like, anything that's on us, if something comes back and it's our fault, we cover it. But we send in more deals, and we deal with one of the biggest processing companies that's done over like 70,000, 80,000 claims, and I forgot how much they've gotten back for small businesses. 10 billion maybe. I could be somewhere in there. I mean, the number just keeps going up. So yeah, is the ERC paused right now? It is, but we still are doing questionnaires, so that way when they say that they're going to fire up January the 1st again, those apps, we can go ahead and file them, and they'll be sitting there ready to be filed. So it's crucial, I believe, to get it in right now. And a lot of people have been kind of slow on getting this money back, or putting it off. I wouldn't put it off anymore, because you don't know when it could be taken away. I mean, I know that chances are it won't be, and there's no cap on the funding. So I would say that it will run till a year from. It's got 14 months left, but I would get it in now so that you don't have to wait for them to get backlogged again. Okay, and they're saying that 7 out of 10 businesses I go and haven't filed for it. Okay, so just think how much more busier they're going to get. So I just stress to people, find someone good that you can trust, and that's going to do it right, and it's going to be honest with you. Family members don't qualify. And even, let's say I own a business, which I do, but let's just say I own a business, my daughter works for me, and her boyfriend lives with her. He doesn't qualify, okay? When it comes to supply chain disruption, and you couldn't get something, they truly want that other business that you couldn't get that product from to been shut down, and you only qualify for those quarters. If you were shut down, you only qualify for the quarters that you were shut down. Don't let anybody mislead you on it, okay? You want somebody that's going to come in there, shoot you straight, and that way you feel comfortable about it. They're going to maximize your claim within the guidelines and not charge you any money up front. You only pay when you get the money back at 15% with us. I don't hide it. I mean, it's a success fee. Like, I don't hide the 15%. It's well worth it. I mean, most companies are charging 20 to 25%, and I don't agree with that, but I also, people are paying it. So with that being said, understand the employee retention credit before you make a decision for your business, and talk to an expert. Hey, I don't care to come in there and help you. And if you go with somebody else, you go with somebody else. It's about helping the businesses, okay? And your accountant, I have people say, well, I'll have my accountant do it. Well, how many has your accountant really done? I mean, you really want someone that's done a lot of these, because there's a lot to it, and the laws are always changing, right? So I'm not saying nothing bad about accountants or CPAs. They just aren't, this isn't really their expertise. Like, my expertise isn't what they do. So we're the experts, and I'm definitely an expert in the ERC. I mean, I know it front to back. I've studied it, and that's just part of when you do something for a living, you better know it front to back. But I'm with a company called ERC Express. We use ERCS to do our processing. I don't hide nothing. I mean, these are great companies, man, great. And so if anybody wants a free consultation, 270-543-9527, or you can email me at ercsteve@yahoo.com, and I'll just sit down with you, go over the facts. And here's what I tell business owners: just let me sit down, tell you the facts. You decide what's best for you and your family and your business and your employees. That's up to you. I don't care regardless. I mean, I don't, because I'm not there to try to sell you anything, but I am there to educate you. And honestly, business is really good because you're helping people. So, but like I said, if anybody wants to just chat and go over a few things, hey, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll help in any way I can, all right? Thanks, and everybody have a great day.